the Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Appalachian State's offense will get first crack at it today. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for the defense. Get him before he gets started.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the... yard line. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you can tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Running into the open space. There he goes.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Back open in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to. Catch. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Fox. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Lost a throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with their route. Great job securing the catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The Mountaineers racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. You ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Defense takes matters into its own hands. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree. It'll go right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bring in the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's the pressure. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get. And I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. First down here for the offense. Gets the back moving. Floats it out in space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Ellis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. And fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Rebels! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking for a man, it's Gentry. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
when I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, he's got room. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time. From the pocket, surveying the field, his feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccuracy.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball. And it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball and go have fun. Take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Brings into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback may change this route with the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game and trying to put points on the... On 3rd down, now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Going right to work up top. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
56 at stake.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing